Constipation in children is quite common and can sometimes be a really challenging process for both the child and the family. Constipation is when a child has fewer than 3 bowel movements a week, has difficulty passing stool, or the stool is very hard and dry. Sometimes, children may hold in their stool because it hurts. In other words, they become afraid of going to the bathroom. The most common causes we see are as follows: not eating enough vegetables, fruits, that is, fiber-rich foods, not drinking enough water, avoiding using the bathroom in places like school, holding in stool or delaying bowel movements, starting toilet training too early or in a stressful way, painful conditions such as anal fissures, lack of physical activity, and certain psychological factors. For example, events like the birth of a sibling, moving to a new home, or starting school. So what can we do? The first step is to regulate nutrition. Your child should consume fiber-rich foods such as apples, pears, apricots, and vegetable soup, and should not forget to drink water. Water should be preferred over fruit juice. Toilet habits are also very important. They should be encouraged to sit on the toilet at the same time every day, especially for 5 to 10 minutes after meals. It's also a good idea to place a small stool under their feet. This way, their position will be more appropriate. Lack of physical activity increases constipation. That's why it's important to encourage plenty of physical activity. If constipation persists despite these measures, stool softening medications can be used upon a doctor's recommendation. Medications such as lactulose or polyethylene glycol can be used long-term under medical supervision and do not cause dependency. If there are anal fissures, local ointments can also be helpful. Remember, constipation in children is usually functional. In other words, most of the time there is no serious underlying disease. However, it is very important to resolve it before it becomes chronic, because it can have both physical and psychological effects.